Hello viewers, this is Lasya and today I am going to read you the story The Golden Peacock from the 1995 May edition of Chandamama. In the forests of Vindhya mountain ranges, there appeared a golden peacock suddenly. Nobody knew from where it had come. However, word spread soon, and soon it reached Manikyapuri too, where King Margasen was keen to catch it and take it to his palace. He set out for the forest with his men. In the valley lived many tribals. Their chieftain welcomed the king and his entourage, but when he heard the purpose of their visit, he was scared. "Your Majesty, we have not seen the bird for some days now," he said with some trepidation. "In fact, we ourselves were thinking of catching the bird and bringing it to you. And my daughter, Neeli, went after it, and strangely, both she and the peacock have disappeared. We searched everywhere, but we could not see either of them. However, we picked up a golden feather." He asked one of his servants to fetch the feather. Margasen could not believe his eyes. The feather had a brilliance about it. "Wonderful! The peacock must have come from Devlok itself," he remarked. "That's why your daughter was unable to capture it. Anyway, now that I have come all the way here, I shall also go and search for both your daughter and the peacock." The king and his soldiers combed the entire forest. Towards evening, one of the soldiers spotted marks on the ground. Presumably, the bird had walked that way. A little further away, he saw a snake struggling to free itself from the claws of a peacock which was trying to kill the snake with its beak. The soldier rushed back to inform the king. His men surrounded the peacock. When it knew that it might be caught, the bird flew high and disappeared into the forest. Margasen was on his horseback and he could go after the peacock fast. The soldiers followed him on foot, but he left them far behind. The bird managed to lead him deep inside the forest. It then flew across the rivulet and entered a hut on the banks. An old woman came outside holding the bird. "What happened? Did you get into another scrape?" She patted the bird, trying to console it, and went inside. King Margasen, too, crossed the river, dismounted, and went into the hut. There was a brilliance inside, and the light came from the peacock. It was already dark outside. "Grandma, I came here to catch the golden peacock," said the king. "Please hand it to me, and I shall give you my diamond necklace." He then took it off his neck. "You seem to be quite determined," the old woman exclaimed. "The peacock is my pet, and I won't part it with you. If you're so keen, I shall pluck one of its golden feathers and give it to you. But don't insist on taking away the bird from me." Margasen was now angry with the woman. "Do you know who I am? I am the ruler of this kingdom, and the people, the animals and birds, the huts and the forests, all belong to me. So I have the right over the peacock too." He then moved near to catch the peacock. The moment he touched it, he fell down as if struck by lightning. It took him some time to find his feet again. "Look here," said the woman. "This is no ordinary peacock. It's a divine bird. Nobody can take it, even touch it without my consent. I feel pity for you. I shall give you a veena, and if you were to play Megh Malhar Raga on it, probably it may lay an egg. You may take it to your palace and keep it safe. The chick that comes out will be golden." The king thought that something is better than nothing. He took the veena and played Megh Malhar. The peacock danced, and soon it laid an egg. The old woman picked it up and gave it to Margasen. "It will hatch in 10 days, and a golden chick will come out. Till then, See that the sun rays do not fall on the egg. And, mind you, don't tell anybody about the egg. You'll be the loser. Its power to bring out a golden chick will fade away. The king thanked the old woman, mounted his horse, and went away. He did not say anything about the peacock or its egg to his soldiers whom he met on the way. On reaching the palace, Margasane placed the egg in a sandalwood chest and kept the box safe in a secluded room. He began counting the days. 9 days passed. On the 10th day, Margasane's daughter, Mallika, happened to go into the room where he had kept the chest. She was curious to know what was inside. She picked up the egg and ran into the garden to show it to the maids in waiting. The morning rays of the sun fell on the egg in Mallika's hand and it hatched with a loud noise. Instead of a chick, a snake slithered out of the egg and bit the princess. The next moment, she was turned into a golden peacock and it flew away. The maids rushed to the king and told him of all that had happened. The king immediately mounted his horse and went in search of the old woman. He saw in the hut 3 golden peacocks. Did the egg I give you hatch? Do you want another egg? The woman asked the king. My only daughter has turned into a golden peacock and is here, said the king angrily. Please make her the princess again. If you don't do so, I shall kill you. The old woman merrily smiled. She did not appear to be scared at all. Don't threaten me like that. If you're clever, try to find out which one of the 3 peacocks is your daughter. If you identify correctly, I shall turn it into the princess. But be aware, if you fail to identify the peacock, you will turn into a peacock. Margasane watched all the 3 peacocks carefully. He saw one of them shedding tears. Another one had lowered its head as if in reverence. He guessed that one shedding tears would be Mallika and the other one might be Neeli, the daughter of the tribal chieftain. When he pointed them out, giving his reasons, the old woman smiled. Indeed, very clever of you. O king, I shall give you back your daughter. And she began chanting a mantra. Wait, the king stopped her. Please change the other peacock also into the tribal girl. Don't worry about others. You may take your daughter and go away. The woman told him courteously. I am the king and the tribal chieftain is one of my subjects, said the king. If you are not willing to change that peacock, then you may make me the peacock as well. The old woman appreciated his stand. He was not selfish and really cared for others. O king, I commend your sense of duty and responsibility. I like you very much. I am accepting both your demands. But one condition, you shall not try to catch the 3rd peacock. She then chanted the mantra twice. Lo and behold, there stood Mallika and Neeli in front of Margasane. The king profusely thanked the old woman and escorted the 2 girls. On the way, he took the tribal girl back to the chieftain. He was overjoyed and asked his people to feed the king and the princess. After a day's stay, King Margasane and Princess Mallika left for the palace. Thank you.